What's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me here again for another movie reaction. Today I'm going to be checking out War of the Worlds, another Tom Cruise movie. We just saw The Last Samurai with him, which I thought was great, so I'm excited to see another one of his movies that I haven't seen. This one was playing like in the background 10 years ago or something when I was hanging out at a friend's house one time, and so I might recognize like a scene or two vaguely, but I haven't really watched the movie, so that's my only exposure to it. I know there's aliens or something like that invade, and besides that, not too sure what the plot is like or anything like that, or what Tom Cruise's role and everything is, so I'm excited to find that out. This, of course, was another Patreon poll winner a couple weeks ago, and if you would like to be more involved in helping decide what I watch, whether it's movies or TV shows, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can do so, be involved in polls, as well as getting the full-length reactions to the things that I watch, and the full-length reaction for this will be up most likely by the time this is uploaded, if not a few hours later, so definitely hop on there if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. And thank you to all of you who are subscribed on here. Definitely appreciate your support as well, means a lot. So glad that you are all enjoying the videos, and I'm having a blast making them. And if you're new, I do movie reactions and TV show reactions several times a week. Definitely consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you know when I upload my next video, and hope you all enjoy watching my reaction to this. If by the end you did, definitely consider leaving a like. Helps out the channel a lot, helps me reach more people, so I appreciate all of you who do that. Looking forward to interacting with you all in the comments as well. But without further ado, let's start watching War of the Worlds.
No one would have believed in the early years of the 21st century
Is that Morgan Freeman?
that our world was being watched by intelligences greater than our own.
All my past reactions are coming together for one team up. Isn't Steven Spielberg associated with this? So we've got Spielberg with Schindler's List, Tom Cruise with The Last Samurai, Morgan Freeman with Shawshank. My last three couple of reactions all coming together in one.
Get a hug? Confusing handshake? Kick in the teeth? The door's locked.
Darn edgy teens.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Rachel.
Is that one of the Fanning girls?
Listen to your father.
Oh, no shoes on the bed.
That's the first rule of Tom Cruise Club.
At approximately 4 a.m. local time.
Hey, I used to have that robot as a kid.
Which causes a temporary interruption of all electrical current within its field. As in the Ukraine, there are scattered reports that the EMP here was followed by seismic activity on the scale of an earthquake.
Boston.
Always appreciate my fellow hat men in movies.
Hey, come in here. Why you act like such a dick?
Just some good old male bonding. Which movies has Tom Cruise not taken his shirt off in? It's very few. Whoa, dang, that looks crazy. Also, that was a great way to introduce that. Where's Michael?
Are you okay? You all right?
Walk away over and over again.
You all right?
And me and this other guy, we climbed
Where the
underneath
hell did you
dumpster
go?
over on Lincoln Avenue.
That was a great shot with everybody kind of freaking out in the background while they're talking. Classic Spielberg technique.
Lightning hit it?
Not even close. I thought if I changed it, you got any idea what's going on?
I'm on my way to find out. Tried changing the solenoid.
The salt, right? That's what I said. I told you that.
Y'all better start running. Such a cool shot. Is it like spinning or rotating that entire thing? That was crazy. Oh, shoot, dude. Oh my gosh. What is that? What the heck? That thing looks wild, man. What? Its head is like a robot type thing, but the rest of it did not look robotic. Also, that was such a freaking cool introduction to that thing. I love that until that shot of it rising up from a distance. It was kind of shrouded in smoke and stuff. Dang, love that sound effect too. I'm impressed these people are staying, whether that's me being impressed by their stupidity or by their bravery, I don't know. Bet y'all wished you ran earlier. Oh, that's crazy, dude. I love it when we get scale like that, where it's from the human perspective looking up at them. It makes it so much more intimidating and ominous. I guess that'll protect you from humans if humans start going crazy on each other, which inevitably they do in disasters. Oh, freak. What a shot.
When you start screaming like that, I can't really drive it. I know that. That's what we're
Oh
doing
gosh.
now.
Drop her off, man. I've had enough.
It's 2 for Robbie. It's 2 for me. 1 for the house.
Oh, come on. No laughs for that? That was a good one.
Mom and Tim are going to be here. Everything's going to be fine. Okay? Okay.
I was so worried there was going to be something that jumped out right there. Shoot, dude. Freaking, now they can't use their car again.
LA, Chicago, uplink to London. Even called affiliates to try to get them to catch the feed, but nobody answers. It's the same everywhere. Once the tripods start to move, no more news comes out of that area.
The tripods, interesting name for them.
Keep watching the lightning.
What is that?
What?
That is them.
Keep your eyes on me. I'm going right to Boston. I'm going to see your mom.
Not gonna look.
Their car's not gonna work. They had another lightning storm. Oh. Dang, it did. Maybe I misunderstood what exactly the lightning does. I thought that was what stopped the cars initially, but oh, maybe what the guy put into the car, something that isn't affected by those lightning storms.
Come on, I gotta go. It's not so fast, all right? There's 2 things we gotta watch out for. And the second is people who might want our car.
There's nobody around.
I gotta go.
Man, kids are the worst passengers in an apocalyptic situation. Especially these kids. These kids wouldn't survive a second without Tom. Oh, that's a lot of bodies, man. That would be pretty freaking terrifying.
You only chose Boston because you hope Mom's there, and if she's there, you can dump us on her. You can dump us on her, and then you only have to care about yourself, which is exactly the way you like it.
Robbie, you realize you would be dead right now if it wasn't for him, right? Maybe things he said were correct, but it wasn't the best time for that, for sure.
You think you could, don't take your foot off, okay? I got it. Keep your foot off. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Surprised more people aren't mobbing him so far. Bro, what? These people are animals. That's the thing you can always count on in disasters, is people going absolutely insane and losing their humanity. Are they walking 2 miles to the ferry then? How sure are they they're going to be safe in the water though?
Few cars out of the way to make some
Oh, freak. That's such a cool and haunting shot. Those things big, man. I freaking love deep, bassy, siren type noises from aliens and stuff. If any of y'all have played Mass Effect, it sounds very similar to the Reapers from that game, which are sick as well. Freak, see, they can go in water. You can't assume anything's safe when you're dealing with aliens. Oh, that music right now was so good. There's some amazing shots in this. Oh, they're straight picking them up now. Are these different ones then? Because they aren't zapping them? Whoa. Holy cow. Loved that shot. The combination of the sirens and the screams is so well done.
Get back here!
What is Robbie's deal, man? Robbie's motivations are a little odd to me. This movie, don't really understand a lot of the things that it does. Shout out to this guy for being willing to take people in, dang. That almost looks like Tim Robbins. That's his name, right? The guy from Shawshank? Surely it's not. That would be ridiculous if I saw him in a movie just randomly right after I saw Shawshank.
What? The log tracking camera. Third place.
Like, are you kidding me? You didn't give first? You're not my daughter.
This is not a war any more than there's a war between men and maggots. This is an extermination.
Whenever I see alien movies where they're just exterminating, my question is always why? Surely they wouldn't just show up on Earth just to destroy everything. They've got to be harvesting or something, which I would assume wouldn't involve just killing everybody. What? This is tense, man. This thing can stretch out forever.
That's what she said!
Oh, genius, dude. That was a 10,000 IQ move. What? Small aliens? Okay. Oh, freak, dude. I'm stressed the F out. These things are so dang creepy. The movie was going like pretty normal for like a disaster movie, and all of a sudden they're just like, you know what? Let's just give the viewers 20 straight minutes of a heart attack. Ugh. That's not blood, is it? Oh. It is freaking blood. Nasty. Wash that hand off real quick. Mess him up. I love that this is showing her perspective instead of showing us the fight. So much more intense. Oh my gosh. That scared the crap out of me, man. I was not expecting that. Jeez, dude.
Talk to me, baby. Come on.
It looks super cool, but when you know what it is, it's disgusting.
Rachel!
Oh, bro, you screwed. That thing is so intimidating. Freak! At least this one's a grabbing one and not a zapping one.
Hey!
Did absolutely nothing. Did he hold on to the rest of those grenades though? Because I mean, wouldn't he technically be inside the force field now? Yes, dude. Grab it. Oh, they're getting back.
Keep pulling!
Oh, yes. Yes, dude, he freaking took one out. What a boss. Unfortunately, there's no way that you could expect to do that with all of them, because some of them just zap you straight up. They don't grab you. What? How'd they take it out? Did they do the same thing?
Something's happening to him. Please, keep moving.
Was the one that they took out like a very specific one? Or are they all connected or something? Is Will Smith gonna come out of there? Yeah, you lost, you ugly son of a gun. Oh, shoot, he's alive. Dang, how did he make it out? That's impressive. And he finally had a good moment with the sun. All it took was an alien invasion. Alright, we finished War of the Worlds, another really good movie. I really enjoyed that one. I think for the most part I was enjoying it. It was just a cool alien disaster type movie, but up until the point where they go into the basement of that one house, the crazy guy house, I was just thinking it's got some really cool effects and things like that, but it was just following kind of the normal or a familiar kind of story structure, which nothing bad with that. It's a story structure that works obviously in a lot of disaster and alien movies, but when they got down there and they had the intense scenes with the eye, the searching eye kind of weaving through the basement, and then the smaller aliens walking around down there, thought all that stuff was just top-notch, intense, just horrifying scenes. So I really loved those parts, and I can't believe Tim Robbins was in this. After seeing Shawshank, like I mentioned, I didn't recognize him from anything else, and so it's funny that just a week later I see him in another movie. So that's a fun coincidence. I thought he did a good job as the crazy guy. Obviously, I much prefer him when he's a nice chill guy like in Shawshank, but I think he did a good job in this one. I thought the characters overall, there's not many. There's really just Tom Cruise and his daughters and his son for the most part. His son, not even that long. But for those that were there, I thought they all did a pretty good job. The only one that I didn't think was that good in their role, and part of it I think is just the writing. Like, the actor's fine. He did what the material that he was given pretty well, but I didn't think the son was super convincing as a character. He felt more of like just a plot device at times rather than just a good character, especially some of his motivations with just running towards the soldiers the first time, and then the second time when he actually does it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I don't know if things in his backstory or things that explained at the beginning related super well to that I just missed, but I thought that was a little bit odd for me personally. But other than that, I don't really have very many complaints. I thought it was a great movie. Thought the effects for a movie, I think this came out 2005, for a movie 15 years old now, when effects and graphics are so rapidly progressing, I think it still looks really, really good. And obviously Spielberg, he's a master at what he does, so obviously a movie like that will probably hold up better than a less competent team. But I thought the alien design was super cool. Thought the tripods looked super menacing. I loved in the introduction scene just the scale that it gives to them and the way that it's filmed with the fog and everything not kind of fully showing them at first. I think that's the best way to do reveals, rather than just show us right away. Give it a little bit more significance and emotional weight to the scene when you introduce a villain or a monster like that. So I thought that was very well done. I mentioned it kind of while I was watching, but the design a little bit, not too much as far as the design, but especially the sound, kind of reminded me of the Reapers from Mass Effect. If you've played that game series, fantastic game series if you haven't. But I thought the design reminded me a little bit of those, and I love those characters, and so I really liked the design of them here. I thought they were super cool. And as far as the ending goes, I guess I kind of like that it's a little bit ambiguous what happened at the end. I assume that what I was theorizing about, where the tripod that Tom Cruise killed with the grenade, I assume that either one of two things happened. The thing that they killed is kind of the mothership or the head tripod, and killing that affected all the others because they were all like following it or something. That was the leader. Or they are just all connected, and by killing one you set off all the others. I feel like one of those two things probably happened. Maybe I'm way off base though. Maybe it's something else. But it's interesting that he chose basically not to say at all definitively what happened. So that's a bold choice, but it also opens it up for criticism from, I'm sure people have probably said like the ending's dumb because you copped out and didn't explain why things happened. But I appreciate those decisions sometime, and I didn't mind it here. It didn't bug me that much. So I thought it was a pretty enjoyable movie overall. I'm glad I got to check it out. And I feel like one of the main stories that Steven Spielberg wanted to tell with this movie was Tom Cruise's relationship with his two kids, rather than just a monster disaster story, because there's so much emphasis on his relationship with them throughout the movie, from the beginning all the way to kind of the last shots. And so I feel like maybe Steven Spielberg, I don't know the backstory of the movie, or it said it was based on a novel. I don't know the backstory of the novel. If that's kind of what their intention was to use the backdrop of an alien invasion to tell a story of a father's relationship with his two kids. But I appreciated that that was kind of a big plot point in it to make it a little bit more interesting than just your normal alien invasion type story. That definitely helped add a lot of emotional weight to the different scenes and make the ending much more enjoyable, because he's reunited with both of them and they both appreciate him more than they did at the beginning of the movie. So I liked that aspect of the story. So thank you so much to those of you who recommended this to me and who voted on me watching this. I definitely enjoyed it a lot, and if you'd like to be a part of deciding what I watch in the future, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's also where you can find my full-length reactions to these movies as well as the TV shows I do. So I appreciate all of you who support me, whether it's on there or subscribing on here and liking the videos. It all means so much. Glad that you're enjoying the videos, and I hope you liked this reaction. Definitely consider leaving a thumbs up if you did. Definitely helps me out a lot. But definitely look forward to interacting with you all in the comments as always. And until the next reaction, I will see you all later. Peace.